Welcome to Nationwide on the network service of the NTA. I'm Naja'atu Tijani. Ahead of the 30th session of the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Brazil, President Tinubu has approved the adoption of a national carbon market framework to establish and manage Nigeria's participation in carbon markets. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jibrila reports that this framework will enable Nigeria unlock $3 billion annually in carbon finance within 10 years.
This is the second meeting of the National Council on Climate Change, and approvals followed a presentation by the National Council on Climate Change aimed at operationalizing the Climate Change Fund and the restoration of the agency to the budget line. President Tinubu, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima at the meeting, said the approvals were part of measures to properly position Nigeria to leverage opportunities in the global carbon market and be more active in climate change ecosystem. The meeting is also setting the agenda for Nigeria ahead of the forthcoming 30th United Nations Climate Change Conference, scheduled for Belém, Brazil, to harness all the opportunities for financing climate-resilient projects and related interventions, particularly from the global carbon market.
Through the Renewed Hope agenda, this administration has placed strong emphasis on building a new economy for Nigeria, an economy that is green, just and people-centered. Nigeria stands ready to take its rightful place as a global leader in climate action, ensuring that our voice and our realities are heard and respected in international negotiations.
Nigeria is very, very excited, and we are very excited it happened just before COP, and we're ready and channeled to move on to the next phase, and Nigeria is officially ready for business.
The Council expressed commitment to providing the technical leadership and coordination needed to translate Nigeria's climate goals into measurable results, as the nation is now eligible to access new rounds of climate finance from multilateral funds. From the State House, Abdurrahman Jibrila, NTA News.
The Embassy of Belgium in Nigeria has hosted a healthcare networking reception on the sidelines of the Nigeria-EU Health Investment Forum, bringing together key stakeholders, including representatives of the Presidential Initiative on Unlocking the Healthcare Value Chain, PVAC. National Coordinator of PVAC, Dr. Abdul Mukhtar, highlighted the initiative's extensive partnership with more than 80 local stakeholders and nearly 50 engagements with foreign partners, emphasizing the strong and growing collaboration between Nigeria and Belgium in the healthcare sector.
Implementing with PVAC is actually an outcome of the discussions and the feedback that we got from those highly recognized entrepreneurs and business owners in Belgium.
Also at the event, Belgium's ambassador to Nigeria, Peter Lignit, underscored the need to further strengthen mutual investment relations between both countries. Continue to ensure that institutions of learning are well positioned to deliver quality teaching, learning and research. This is from the Tertiary Education Fund, TET Fund, which inaugurated a theatre hall and office complex at the Faculty of Social Science, Nasarawa State University, KEFI, and executed by the university, sponsored by TET Fund under the 2020-2021 annual intervention. Chairman Board of TET Fund, Aminu Bello Masari, who inaugurated the project, believes that the structure stands as a visible testimony of government's responsibility to strengthening Nigeria's higher education in line with the Renewed Hope agenda.
From January to September, TET Fund has recorded the completion of about 71% of all infrastructure projects out of the 1,649 across the universities, polytechnics, and the colleges of education.
Without TED Fund, the Nigerian university system would have collapsed. I want to thank you immensely.
I wish to commend the leadership of the university for their dedication and prudent utilization of intervention funds granted by TED Fund.
Today marks yet another important milestone in our relentless pursuit of providing an enabling environment necessary for academic excellence to thrive.
This is the third time TED Fund is sponsoring and inaugurating completed projects in the universities in the last 3 years. Now we head to Minna, Niger State, where the National Hydroelectric Power Producing Areas Development Commission and HYPADEC has distributed agricultural input, relief materials and safety gadgets to communities to further demonstrate its commitment to ensuring sustainable development of riverine areas. Hussein Musa reports that the initiative aligns with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda of creating wealth through agriculture.
Items distributed to the benefiting communities include 850 units of power tillers, 500 bags of fertilizer, 100 cartons of herbicides, and 50 cartons of pesticides. Others are 4,000 life jackets and the sum of 10 million naira to communities affected by flood in Mokwa and other affected local government areas under the member states. The initiative, described as multi-purpose, seeks to encourage all-weather and mechanized farming, even as it promotes safety in waterways transportation.
I want to thank them for bringing succor for those communities that have been displaced so that they can go back and continue to plant and be able to sustain themselves.
We are really committed. That's why you have seen these items. The HYPADEC Commission, we have started intervention.
And HYPADEC management also assured that more practical steps will be taken to reduce vulnerability, strengthen rural economies, and promote inclusive development. Hussein Musa, NTA News.
With more than 25 trillion naira in assets and coverage above 10 million workers, Nigeria's contributory pension scheme is reshaping the nation's pension system and strengthening retirement security across public and private sectors. This progress came to light at a sensitization workshop in Kano for pensioners from the Northwest, jointly organized by the National Pension Commission and the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission. Elizabeth Yilalamidu reports.
The two-day sensitization workshop on the workings of the Contributory Pension Scheme, CPS, underscores the shift from the era of unpaid entitlements to one anchored on transparency, sustainability and inclusiveness.
Even the approval of the bond by Mr. President of 758 billion to clear the backlog of the arrears since 2010. So we have achieved a lot.
National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission, NSW, have issued several circulars for pension increases and in respect of the DBS pensioner.
More than 844,000 retirees across the public and private sectors now receive steady and reliable pensions under the CPS. Participants lauded PENCOM's Pension Revolution 2.0 reforms for improving retiree welfare and service delivery.
I want to appeal to the Commission to work harder and continue to put the interests of Nigerian retirees at their heart.
The Commission reaffirmed its commitment to expanding pension coverage, diversifying investments, and enhancing retiree welfare. In Kano, Elizabeth Gilalamido, NTA News.
In a world where loud voices dominate, one publication has chosen a gentler path: peace. For 23 years, As-Salam magazine has whispered peace and nurtured minds. And at its second honor roll, it honored intelligent brains under the veil, Muslim women serving family, community, and the nation. Hawa Gimba reports.
Islam teaches us better.
As As-Salam magazine marks 23 years of peace and print, its message remains timeless, that peace is not weakness, but strength guided by wisdom and faith. For the publication, it is not just a milestone, but a journey of purpose, nurturing minds and promoting peace through words. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the NDLEA, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, retired, appealed to young graduates who have distinguished themselves in various fields to keep the flag flying and champion the campaign against drug abuse.
Your achievement is not merely a piece of paper, it is a testament to discipline, relentless sacrifice and unwavering focus.
Stakeholders charged the graduates to represent the nation and Islam with honor and integrity.
This gathering is a powerful testament to what is possible with faith, learning, and purpose.
I urge myself, my fellow graduates, to pull our knowledge together.
The national anthem, rendered in Arabic by some students, at its second honor roll ceremony, themed Intelligent Brains Under the Veils. The magazine celebrated Muslim women serving humanity while upholding the values of modesty and excellence. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Still talking values, but on a national level, Nigerians are looking forward to the general election in 2027, and key players are advocating a digital, inclusive electoral process, making the voices of young people heard. This resonated at a two-day youth summit organized by the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies in collaboration with iLead Africa and partners in Abuja. Muhammad Rabiu Ali reports.
With the theme, Road to 2027, leveraging digital innovation to deepen citizens' participation and inclusive governance, the summit coincides with the 10th anniversary of World Youth Skills Day. For the speakers, Nigeria stands at a pivotal moment in its democratic journey, with the youth that constitutes over 60% of the population becoming a powerful force for change.
Let us remember, innovation is not about the next app, it's about the next chapter of our national identity.
In the ministry, we are deeply committed to positioning Nigerian youth to the forefront of the digital revolution.
This summit is not just an event, it is a call to action, an opportunity to reimagine and reshape the ways in which young people can and must be included in the governance processes that will shape our collective future.
Others are of the conviction that harnessing the digital space for youth political engagement and participation will push for actionable reforms and build stronger support systems for greater political representation. In Abuja, Muhammad Rabiu Ali, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Director General National Pension Commission, Omolola Oluworaro, says the various reforms by the Commission, part of the federal government's commitment to strengthening the system, as well as ensure welfare and well-being of retirees. This was in Yola during a sensitization on the workings of the contributory pension scheme for pensioners in the Northeast. Mary Adamu George reports.
Reforms on pension are part of the National Pension Commission's initiatives to protect contributors as well as guarantee dignity in retirement. With key interventions that directly touch the lives of retirees, such reforms are also expected to open a new chapter for both serving and retiring workers to have a life-changing experience. This workshop, organized by the National Pension Commission in collaboration with the National Salaries, Income and Wages Commission, is to sensitize pension desk officers across Northeast region on the new opportunities for Nigerian workers and retirees.
PENCOM has organized this nationwide sensitization workshop to deepen trust and ensure that every federal employee and pensioner fully understood the CPS and can access its benefits without delay.
With this engagement, the hope of a retiree of a brighter future is rekindled, especially on free healthcare services, among other opportunities. In Yola, Mary Adamu George, NTA News.
Thank you, Mary. And from Yola, we'll be joining Hingino, who is standing by in our Lagos Network Center. Hingino.
And welcome to Lagos. Coordinated efforts by federal and Lagos state emergency workers have commenced to completely clear off the debris from the unfortunate fatal multiple accidents along the busy Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to allow for free flow of traffic. Lanre Gbele was there for a situation report.
Fire safety officials, security agents and the FRSC worked round the clock to prevent a secondary accident and ensure that the gridlock eases off quickly.
What is the latest that you have now?
The latest is that we have been able to clear the obstruction to a large extent, except for this one that you are seeing behind us, and we have a truck here that would remove that, and a crane is also on the way to remove that. We have been here in the last 48 hours, the officers and men of Federal Safety Corps, Lagos and Ogun. We have been here. Immediately it happened, we came here. We were able to rescue some people, and then unfortunately we lost some lives.
Number of road traffic crashes is 4. Number of vehicles involved is 7. That is 1 tanker and 6 trucks. Number of people involved, 21. All male adults. Number of people injured, 4. Number of people killed, 6. Control of Works, Lagos State was also at the scene of the accident to ascertain the level of damage to the bridge.
There is a subsisting contract on this job. The contractor is on site, fortunately. So we're going to do the underpass of this bridge. So in the process, we'll clean up and then repair the missing guardrails and any other damage that has been done. We'll do the lane marking again.
And the message is that motorists should be careful on the road. They should be extra careful with the cars that they put out on the road. In Lagos, Lanre Gbele, NTA News.
Water high. Concludes nationwide. We'll be joining our outside broadcast crew for the live APC rally in Anambra in preparation of elections there.